Hello, hello, hello. I apologize for the no camera, no picture right now. I don't know what's wrong with my picture on my cell phone. And I also apologize for some reason. My Wi-Fi is acting crazy, so I can't do my PowerPoint presentation, but I am going to continue to roll with the punches and continue to move on. So this is a 4-topic, 4-module workshop. And because of that, I'm going to jump right into it. Inside the chat, you'll see a link for you to sign up for credit repair services. And it's also a link to give you information about my business credit as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome to Austin's Financials, Planning Your Business's Success. This is the first weekly business workshop that I will be doing. So every Friday, excuse me, every Friday at 8 p.m. Hopefully next Friday, I'll have my camera together. I'm going to speak and manifest that into existence. Let's first say that. But every Friday at 8 p.m. for an hour, I will be doing these weekly workshops. They're free to join. I do have my VIP access pass, which comes with a recorded version of the Zoom, and it comes with a workbook for you to follow along and a 15-minute coaching call for you as well. So again, today's topic is planning your business's success. So tonight is a night of empowering. Austin's Financials Services is in the business of giving life to other startup businesses. I actually started this business a couple of years ago to where I became full-time in what I'm doing, but I've been a coach for years, and I've switched up my coaching throughout the years as I've grown. My choice in clients has changed, and my desires have changed, and my visions and my missions and my purposes have changed as well. But I actually started this business because I wanted to transform the minds of 1 million people. And what I mean by that is I want to get inside the minds of 1 million people so that you'll be one of the million to know who you really are. And that takes a lot of deep digging inside and hard work for you to figure that out. And no matter what you end up doing in life, as far as career and purposes and all of that, it will never be what it is supposed to be if you're not fully and completely in tune with who you really are. Because when you step into the realm of who you really are, everything else opens up to you. They have that saying in the Christian world, your gift will make room for you. In this world, whatever it is that you were designed to do, whether it's credit repair or coaching or author, or singer, or dancer, whatever it is, when you find your purpose, when you find your niche, and we're going to talk about that later on today, when you find out what that is, your life begins to change. Situations around you begin to change. So Austin's Financial Services stem from Coaching by Tanya, Transformational Coaching by Tanya, Austin's Ministries, Doing My Assignment, all of the names that I gave my coaching business, because I know for sure that there's one thing that we all need to do in our lives, and there's one thing that we need in our lives in order for our lives to be comfortable on the physical realm I'm speaking of, to be comfortable. And that, after all of the years of training and coaching and living life, I've discovered is having good credit. So at the end of the day, if you want to prosper, if you want to succeed, if you want to move forward, there are some things that you're going to have to take care of in your personal life that are going to fold over or fall over, spill over into your business life. And credit is one of those things. Having good credit is a good aspect to have in the world of finances. It is all about credit. When you're talking about money, you're talking all about credit. So what we do at Austin's Financial Services It's definitely mind-blowing, and it's a game changer to those who struggle to come together and get their finances in order. If you're struggling with getting your financial game off the ground, or if you're simply new to the game of entrepreneurship, then those mind-blowing and game-changing aspects of Austin's financial services will definitely serve you a purpose. AFS gives you a new way of seeing things with solutions that are proven to work. And tonight, you will gain plenty of knowledge that'll give you the enthusiasm, that'll give you the wherewithal, the power, the internal power, the courage, the boldness, and it's going to put you in compliance and put you in a position for power and leverage. So those big dreams that you have, they can now become a reality, because now you're going to have a plan of action that you can set in place that are going to help you achieve those big dreams. So who am I? I am CEO and owner of Austin's Financial Services. I'm board certified credit repair specialist, board certified credit score consultant. I'm a certified business credit specialist, registered signing agent and notary public, a business coach, a manifestation coach, an author, and a motivational speaker. I am definitely in the realm of making sure, again, it goes back to that finding the truth of who you really are. So no matter what career you take, if your mindset is not right, then you're going to struggle all the way through it. And I help you with that mindset aspect. And that's what separates me from a typical business coach. I actually am a spiritual awakening coach and a mindset coach. I help with manifestation. So there's a way to manifest. There's a purpose behind manifestation, and there's a method to it. So I teach you that as well. The topics that we're going to discuss today are being in compliant. We're going to talk about credit scores. We're going to talk about knowing your niche, and we're going to talk about grants today. So let's get right into it. So when we talk about compliance, what is compliance? 100% compliance is what lenders demand. They demand this of you if you want to spend their money. There are definitely no shortcuts around it. This phase of the building credit or building a business profile is required. It's the foundation. It's the ground. It's the groundwork that you have to do in order for you to move to the next level. So there are 6 different stages that I help you with. And tonight we're going to cover briefly just one of those stages, plus some other things as well. So the first stage is compliance. So what does it mean to be compliant for business funding? It means that you have taken every single measure there is to put yourself in a position of power. How do you pre-qualify for business funding? You must be in compliance. Lenders look for everything that we're going to talk about today. And unfortunately, my links don't work, so I'm going to have to breeze through because I can't show you the links that I want to show you. Yeah, the compliance is what lenders look for. That's the first thing they do. It's the financial checkpoint that you have to go through that's going to prepare you for the pre-qualification. Credit scores. Do not believe the hype about not needing good credit when it comes to operating a business. You do. I fell for that trap, listening to coaches who had good credit, who had the financial stability that I was looking for, and going off of what they were doing at that particular season of their life, which I was not on that level. So I bypassed, which you cannot do again. I bypassed the compliance part. I was compliant in some areas, but not all. And because I wasn't, I was stopped tremendously. And that's when I shifted gears in my business and started to take action and change things around. So again, do not believe the hype about not needing good credit when it comes to operating a business. Now, there will be some stages in the funding process where you don't need to focus on your credit, but if your credit is bad, however, you will cause red flags where lenders will look at that. So there is parts of a business operation where you don't need personal credit, but to be safe, you want to work on that personal credit. And because I want you to be safe, that's why I'm doing my March Madness, which actually ends March 31st. After that, it'll be $129 a month, but it'll be $229 to start. But for $49.99, again, it's going to be $129 a month and $229 to start after March 31st. But now, until March 31st, if you have gotten access to this, if you're catching the replay of this by March 31st, 2022, 11:59, the sale ends. $49.99 for 3 months of credit repair services. Now, that does not include your smart credit monitoring services, but I do offer that to you as well at a discounted rate of $19.95 a month. So you're going to pay the $49.99 down payment, and that's your processing and setup fee. And you're going to sign up for the smart credit for the $19.95. And then for the next 3 months, you're just going to have to pay for the smart credit so that you can access your credit report, your credit scores, and all the other fascinating things that they have available for you. And unfortunately, again, we don't have the links for me to show you. Yeah, you're going to get all of this for 3 months for $49.99. And then after that, the next 3 months, it's $19.95. Now, if you decide to continue your credit repair services at that time, you can join another 3-month program, or you can join my 5-month priority credit repair program, which is where we go hard 4 months straight, sit and rest in between each 30-day increment where we're sending out letters and letters and letters. You can sign up for that as well. Or you can do the regular 3-month program. And again, it's $229 to start, $129 a month, but the smart credit is included in that. So all of the credit repair packages has the smart credit credit monitoring services included in them. So you don't have to pay them separately. The credit repair, the smart credit monitoring services only cost when you're doing pay per deletion or specials like this. So your credit score and what is on your report both matters. They both matter, but the main objective is to raise a score, right? The main objective is to raise your credit scores. You want to raise that number. You want to raise that number. So credit repair is vital to business funding. At Austin's Financial Services, we take pride in knowing our clients are satisfied and that you guys get the results that you desire. We know how important credit is, and we want to see all startup entrepreneurs, all beginning small businesses have a fair chance in big business. So you don't have to feel low or small or little dealing with the big dogs, because you're going to be a big dog yourself. So when you have good credit, you can have pretty much many things, if not all, but many things that you truly desire to have and need. I am going to play a little video. Right now, however. So I do want you to pay attention to this, listen to this, because this is going to explain to you how the credit process at Austin's Financial Services actually works. So hopefully my Wi-Fi.
Welcome to your secure online portal. Here is where you can track the progress of our efforts to increase your credit scores. In addition, there's a message system to communicate with us. Here in this secure portal is where you can do your part to speed up the process. How can you improve your credit scores? We use federal laws that were passed in order to protect you and your good name from credit data furnishers' abuse. Even if you technically owe money to a creditor, if that creditor doesn't play by these federal rules and reporting standards, we can use these laws to insist that any negative entry they placed in your credit files must be deleted. We first obtain copies of your credit reports and scores from each of the 3 major credit reporting agencies to pinpoint your credit issues. Why all 3? Because each credit reporting agency has its own data furnishers, also known as lenders, credit card companies, debt collectors, etc., who report your credit information to them. And there may be errors that appear on one of your credit reports, but don't appear on the others. Upon receipt of your credit reports, we will conduct a line-by-line review, noting your issues, and present the list of items we have identified as challengeable candidates for your review. As appropriate, we will also provide a list of practical score optimization and rebuilding tips applicable to your situation. We use credit monitoring services to obtain your credit reports and scores and import them into our system. Upon login to your secure portal, and after your reports are imported, you can see your credit scores. There is also a score trajectory area based upon additional reports we obtain in the subsequent months while improving your scores. You will have a page review of all imported scores and the date imported. Also in this portal, you can review when and where we sent a generated letter on your behalf, as well as the follow-up date and status by clicking Generated Letters. The message links provide a communication system between you and our company. There is also a detailed view of the accounts imported from your credit report by clicking Reports. One of the most important ways you can speed up the process is by using the Share link to import your ID and proof of residency. This is required when addressing issues with credit bureaus on your behalf to prove who you are and where you live. Also, you can share your monitoring service passwords and login to save time by allowing us the ability to obtain new credit reports on your behalf to track your progress. In addition, if you have any other documents you can provide to prove claims, there is a way for you to upload them in the secure portal under the Share link. The Setting link provides the opportunity for you to change your password and select a digital signature for us to use in the letter we generate on your behalf. The Invoices link is where you review and pay all invoices for services rendered. Here are some guidelines and rules in protecting our progress that must be followed. 1. Do not apply for credit during this process. Doing so will lower your score and will disrupt our efforts to help you. If you need to, please contact prior to taking this action. 2. Do not close any accounts, old or new. This will lower your scores too. 3. One of the fastest ways to increase your credit scores is to pay down your credit card debts below 25% of their credit limits for all credit cards combined. However, 10% is better. To achieve the maximum score, and if you are financially able, it is best to reduce your credit card's balance to 1% of the credit limits of all cards combined. 4. When we send letters on your behalf, the credit bureaus or furnishers will send their responses to you. Please open all mail you receive from them immediately and forward their replies to us as soon as possible. Please note that this process takes time, and within this secure online portal, we will keep you informed every step of the way. However, your cooperation speeds this process up drastically. If you have any questions, you can contact us at any time and within this online portal. A representative will get back with you as soon as possible. Thank you for choosing us, and we greatly appreciate you for entrusting us to help you improve your credit scores. Welcome.
Okay. So pretty much, as this video described, it tells you what the credit repair process looks like, how safe it is, what you are responsible for, what we are responsible for, what Credit Smart does for you, and how it could actually benefit you in your process of healing your credit, because that's definitely what you want to do. That's definitely what you want to do. So planning for your success. These are the things that you need to do in order to get compliant. So first, your business has to be set up as an entity. So what kind of business are you? The best one to have is an LLC, but you also have sole proprietors, you have corporations, and then you want to determine if you want to be a C Corp or an S Corp, which are not entities, but they are tax statuses that you have attached to your entity. So you could be an LLC that's an S Corp, a C Corp or an S Corp corporation. One is a different process than the other, a little bit more in depth, but you can look that up on your own when you go to register your business, or if you want, to determine if you want to be an LLC or not. But again, the best one to be is the LLC. It separates you personally from your business. Although you will, if you're not a corporation, as an LLC, you still do file your taxes as as an individual, not a business, because you're not a corporation. That's what the S Corp or the C Corp is for. It separates you both from your business entity and the taxes. So it's a little bit deep, but you can find all of that out when you get your LLC. So you want to make sure when you get your LLC, when you do your business name and you search and look it up, you also want to check to see if there are any trademark infringements. So you don't want to build your business's brand and somebody else has that same exact name. And I actually just skated away from that because the fact that I had an apostrophe S on Austin's, because there's another company which did not pop up in Michigan, because they're not in Michigan, and that's what the trademark infringement is for. It looks all over, not just your state. It looks all over to see if that particular name has been used already. And if that name has been used, then you definitely don't want to register your business or do anything, because you're going to have to go back and change it. So in order for you to do that, you can just go on the website for trademarks, which is www.u, S as in Sam, P as in Paul, TO.gov/trademarks/search. And again, I apologize because all of this is on my PowerPoint, and you would have been able to see what I was talking about when I was doing it. So again, you want to check that trademark to make sure your business name is your business name. Then next, you want to have a location for your business. You want to make sure your address is a real physical address, and you want to make sure that it matches your business information. I had the problem where I had my registered agent as the address, which was in another city, same state, but another city. Don't even know this person. Registered agent in another city, but my business address is here in my city. And when I wanted to open up a bank account, that was a problem. When I tried to apply for business credit, some places it was a problem. And I didn't know what the problem was until I eventually saw what it was when I looked my business up and saw that the registered agent was listed as the registered address of the business. And I didn't have any proof that that was my business's address. So you definitely want to have a business location. Even if you do have a registered agent, you can list the registered agent's address as your business address. And you want to make sure that unless you have information from the registered agent, and I don't know if they do this because I didn't try, I just changed things. But unless the registered agent, and I'll have to check that up on my next workshop, I'll have that answer. But the registered agent I don't even know. I forgot what I was talking about. I got distracted. But the registered agent, they're the ones that are delivering the mail to you. So you want to make sure that they have your contact information. But on your registered agent, when you're registering your business and all of that, you want to put your business address. So you want to go to a website where you can register your business and do the, excuse me, I'm sorry, my screen is messing up. I apologize. But you want to make sure your business has a proper location and that everything is in order and in alignment, matching up, all good. So here's a website that you can go to that's going to list all of the Secretary of States for each state. And that is member.businesscredit.gps.com/SOS-listings.htm. Okay. Okay, so again, those business locations, you want to make sure that everything that you have registered your business in, that it all matches. Because lenders want to see that your business is real. They want to know that your address is real. And I actually spoke to a bank lender personally, and they said, and this is from a huge bank, by the way, they said that, and keep this in mind, not all banks may agree, or they each may have their own policy. I don't know, because I haven't interacted with all banks. But this particular bank, which was Huntington Bank, by the way, but they said, the representative that I spoke with, the manager that I spoke with that handles loans and finances, said that they don't care about it being a home-based business. They just want to make sure that your legal paperwork matches an address on your ID, or you have proof, utility bill, or something that has similarities in knowing that that's a physical business. It's not a virtual address. It's not a PO box or any of those types of things. Okay. So also you want your business phone to be a real phone number, not a cell phone. That was a trial and error I had to figure out as well. Not a cell phone, guys. So I have this site I'm going to give you where you can go as low as $10 a month, or $10.39 a month, or $12.99 a month if you're paying per month. But if you're going to pay upfront annually, it breaks down to $10.39 a month. But it is www.phone.com/pricing/?, not the word spelled out, but an actual question mark _tracking_ID =10535. So you want to go there. Good place, nice phone. They have faxing services, business phone services. It's definitely a lot. You can actually dial and make phone calls from your computer. It's a pretty good site. I actually like it. They have a lot of services that go with the plans. You're going to get over 300 minutes. You're allowed to text message, video conference, voicemail. You do business text messaging. You get one phone number per account, though. You can do video conferencing. It's all kinds of things. Voicemail transcription, call recording, guys. Call recording. It's definitely a good plan to have. And again, if you're going to pay every month, it ranges from $12.99 to basic, all the way up to $29.99 a month. But it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And when you get your legit phone, and you can actually get it's a virtual phone, it's not a real phone, but when you get it, you can get a 1-800 number or the 87, like I have an 877 number. But also you can, what was I about to say? Also, you can, I don't know, it slipped my mind. I'm sorry, guys. I have short-term memory loss and it kicks in every now and then. Yeah, you have fax service and all of that. But when you get your legitimate phone number, you want to list it into the 411 directory. So any directory that is available for you to list, because lenders are going to actually look up your business. They're actually going to look up your business. So websites and business emails to match. GoDaddy's a good place for that. Shopify for websites. GoDaddy's good. Google is excellent for emails. You want your business to be Tanya@austinservices.com, not Tanya@gmail.com. Because when lenders see that you have one of those free sites or anything, they take it as you don't invest in your business. And if you don't invest in your business, why should they? So these small things are what's going to get you compliant, and it's what's going to get you in the door to pre-qualify for those loans. Next, you want the EIN and the licenses that are needed by your state law. So you want to look up your Secretary of State or your local state agencies that are going to give you that information so that you can register your business as well. Business bank account, and again, to get that business bank account, you're going to need that copy of your EIN paper, your articles of organization. The banks can look that up. They just can't look up your EIN. And then you want to, of course, have a deposit, find out whatever the bank's policy is or deposit requirement is or whatever. And you want to have your ID and proof that the business is yours. You want to, again, make sure all of the agencies that you're listed in are correct. So that's city, state, county, IRS, bank account, 411, everything that you have your business in, you want to make sure it matches. And then lastly, you want to get your categorization code. This is what tells lenders what industry your business is in. So to get that, you're going to go to https://. You know what, hold on, let me click this. I don't want to give you the wrong information. Yep. So the NAICS codes. So the website is https://SIS code. So sis code, like saying, hey sis, but syscode.com. And what this is again, it's the North American Industry Classification System, and it's used by businesses and governments to classify and measure economic activity in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. It's a 6-digit number that allows statistics about your business to be used. So again, it's so when they're doing statistics or surveys or whatever, they'll use your particular code. So that particular business industry, that's the norm, or that's whatever it is. So you definitely want to know what your NAICS code is. Again, it tells what industry your business is in. So last note information, business credit. Business credit building comes after everything that we just talked about. So you have to get compliant. That's what compliance is. That's what's going to allow you to be pre-qualified and open that door. That's pretty much the key to open the door to funding. It can be done in as quick as less than a month. It depends on if you're waiting for paperwork to arrive, but all of these things You can have your business started, and note this, your business is not official until the first day of your bank account opening. The first day of your bank account opening. Now, the bank, of course, will go back to the day of your EIN, but lenders and banks, and you definitely want to try to, when you're going to banks as well, to get a heads up, go to a bank that you already know, that you're already a member of, that you're already, and of course, be in good standing. But go to a bank where you have that relationship with that lender. So definitely it's possible to get in compliant within a month. It's not probably a week. It depends on where you are right now and what steps you need to take. So if you have some things that are blocking you from doing any of these steps, just know that the longer you put that off, the longer it's going to take for you to get to the next level, which is pre-qualified and past compliance. So what is your niche? What is your niche? We've talked about credit scores. What is your niche? Do you know what your niche is? Who is your target client? What is your why? Do you have a way to reach them when you get your message across to them? So these are the types of questions that you want to ask yourself when entering the world of being your own boss. Let us dive in it. What is your niche, and what is a niche, and do you know yours? Excuse me. So a niche is that one thing, I mean, that one thing that is truly all of you, that one thing that you can do with your eyes closed and feel good about doing it better than anybody else in the world. What is that for you? Do you even know? Let's find out. So what is the one thing you would love to do, even if you didn't get paid for it? When trying to discover what your niche is, you're actually trying to discover who you are. And that's why it's so challenging for a lot of companies, especially coaches and consultants, to get down to the nitty-gritty of things, because they haven't gotten down to the nitty-gritty of things about themselves. Because you definitely don't, and I've been in that situation where I've coached people that I didn't want to coach just for the money. You don't want to be, and that was starting out to get the experience and learning, true as well, but you don't want to get in that habit at all. You want to, as an entrepreneur, the purpose is to have that financial freedom, to be able to shake and move like you want to. And you will not be happy or content if you're servicing clients that don't serve you, or that you can't serve properly, because that is not your passion, or that's not your niche, or it's not what you're supposed to do. And also, if it's not your niche and you're trying, you're beating your head against a wall. It's not going to work, because the people that you talk to, if they're not in your market, if they're not your avatar client or target avatar, they're not going to hear what you're saying. So you're literally going to be self-defeating, self-sabotaging. And if you continue that cycle, you will definitely be ready to give up. So that one thing that you love to do, even if you didn't get paid for it, you want to start there. If you're struggling with finding what your niche is, you want to start there, because that's going to give you a heads up on what it is that you can be doing. So what are you really good at? What are you really good at doing? What are you really good at saying, writing, whatever it is? What are you good at? So whatever you're good at that you can speak eloquently or flow flawlessly doing, you want to focus on that as well, because when you're teaching and reaching out to your clients, you want to be authentic. You want to be natural. You want to speak with authority. You want to be seen as an authority figure. And you can't do that if you're teaching something that you don't even know yourself. So focus on a few of the things that you're really, really good at. The one thing that you would love doing, whether you got paid or not, and what do you love doing? Just because. These three things are definitely going to help you develop a niche statement. And a niche statement is a sum of all of these things that are going to summarize what your focus is, summarize what the purpose is, what your why is, and it's going to keep you motivated, and it's going to keep you driving and striving forward towards that particular thing, because that thing is your map. Your niche statement is your map for you to understand what it is that you need to be doing. So let's talk grants, baby. Understanding what a grant is and taking the steps to register for government grants. These are for government grants. So for profits and nonprofit businesses alike, you will have access to government funding. You just have to put in the work and stay tuned and follow the instructions per grant requirement, and you'll be in there. And now, of course, I can't guarantee that you'll get the grant, but you will have access to it. So what is a grant? It is a designated amount of money coming from a funding source. That funding source has a mission, a vision, a goal, something to do. And you, beloved, are the right person to make that happen for them. So because you are that right person, they're going to give you all of the money that you need to do whatever it is that you need to do. Now, granted, there are different types of grants and different parts of your business projects that they will fund, but you can apply for multiple grants and do what they call grant stacking, where you can take, maybe you have a project that requires 5 different things. So you can apply for one grant so that you can have the funds available to do what it is that you need to do, and then take that as proof and evidence to another grant to tell them, well, if you give me this money, I can put it with this, and then it's going to make me elevate to the next level. And you keep going forward until you've gathered all of the amount of funds that you need. You're stacking the grants, and you're able to have the funds. Then now keep in mind that grants do not have to be paid back. So you definitely want to be well prepared for getting that grant, because clearly, you know, they not playing. If they're giving you 50,000, 60,000, 10,000, 5,000, $1 million, whatever it is that you're applying for, if they're giving you that and you're not paying it back, you want to make sure that you're A1 and compliant and your shit is golden, period. So again, you don't have to pay the money back. It's yours. You just have to comply with the rules to get the money, and you have to show them proof, whatever their stipulations are, how you have to do it. Because some grants give you the freedom, leeway to do what it is that you need to do, and some are, again, specific so you can grant stack. But again, since you're not paying these back, they're giving them to you, they're blessings, they're gifts. So you want to prove that you are the best at being the winner of getting that grant, So the grant can be used, again, for various things that are stipulated in the structuring of the grant. You can gain access to government programs that offer money to businesses that need whatever it is that you need. They have grants for all kinds of things, but it's one thing that is mandatory in order for you to gain that access, and your business must be, it must be compliant. So how do you register for grants? The first thing you want to make sure that you do have is a business that's legit and compliant. So once you go through all of the compliance phases, you're going to have that EIN, and you're going to have that Duns and Bradstreet. Oh, and I forgot to mention that. You're going to have that Duns and Bradstreet number. Duns and Bradstreet, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, is where you begin your business's profile overall, your business's credit profile. As one of the credit business, like Experian for personal credit, Duns and Bradstreet is for credit reporting for businesses. So because you report your business as legit in these particular places, recognize it as legit, the government will as well. Government agencies that are granting the grants are going to take it as such as well. So you definitely have to have a legit business. You can't just be applying for government grants with Bobo, the candle maker, out your kitchen, and you working on Cash App. No, it does not work like that. So the steps to registering for your grant, of course, like I said, you want to be compliant After that, you're going to go. So after you have your EIN, your Duns and Bradstreet number, your business registered and all of that, you're going to go to pay.gov. Pay.gov. This is where payments between you and the government are made. So payments that are being made back and forth, or you having to pay, having access to pay government bills or anything. And there's other things as well. Let me click this link. Oh gosh, I'm so mad at that you can't see. But they have access to small business administration. You're creating a file for the SBA guide. It's all kinds of things in here. You're looking for the lender form. Hold on, guys. Yeah, you want the lender form 1023 or 1023 EZ. That's where you're going to, again, that's your proof of payment, fees and reports and transactions and things like that. Pretty cool. So yeah, you want to go to www.pay.gov. This is where you register for your payments. Then you want to go to grants.gov. This is going to give you access to all of the grants and all of the government resources. When you go to these particular sites, of course, you're going to set up accounts, register, and they're going to give you email confirmations and codes or directions or instructions about what it is that you need to do next. Then you want to go to sam.gov. So www.sam.gov. This is where they clear the funds that are being given to you. This is the clearinghouse. This is where they put the money, like a deposit, so to speak. So they won't deposit it straight to your bank account. They have their own system that's set up. And sam.gov is that system. It's where they put their money for you in this particular system. Then again, the Duns and Bradstreet, this is the business identity that's going to identify you as a legit business. So you want to go to www.d as in dog, n as in Nancy, b as in boy.com. You're going to register with them. They're going to give you a Duns and Bradstreet number. You're going to use that as well. Then you're going to do the era.nih.gov, the ERA Commons. This is where you are going to submit proof of your experience, and you're going to have to upload your resume. So the lenders, or excuse me, the corporations or the organizations, the government that is going to give you the money want to know that you have experience in that field. So if you're set up to change lives, they want to know in your life where you experienced it or where you've done something for somebody else to help them get through it as well. So you definitely want to upload your resume. If you don't have a resume, you want to still make sure that you put one together so that you can have that available on in their system. And then lastly, you want to go to candid.org. This is for nonprofits. If you're going to go to other nonprofits to get funding, this site is for you. And it's candid.org. Candid.org. So once you've gone through all of those sites and you're asked for a 500 word description to describe your business, executive summary, all of these things. These are some tips that you can use when you're doing that. Now, the government grants, again, you may have to do an executive summary, or you may have to do something a little bit deeper, but there are also corporations and other organizations where they ask for 500-word description. So for those of you who have paid for this Zoom access, will get listings of the grants that are available to you. And I didn't put them in here because they change every week. So once you sign up for this particular course, you'll just email me at support services at austinsfinancialservices.com, and then you'll let me know that you want access to the corporate grants or the organizational grants. So 500-word description, and we're almost done here. The grant will direct you on what you should be doing specifically, but these are just some tips that'll help you stay on top of the game and ahead of your competition, or at least equally compete with them. So first, you want to stay true to self, because one of those registrations is going to ask you to tell you about their story. So when you get to that site where you have to tell your story, this part of the workshop is actually going to help you. So stay true to self and your true reason for starting your business or doing what you do. You want to be transparent as much as possible where needed, as they truly want to see that this is a cause to their own hearts, so they want to know that you're the answer to their prayers, so to speak. So that's what this relationship is. You guys are answering each other's prayers. So you definitely want to be as transparent as possible so they can see the real you and see the real you needing what it is that you're asking for, and them having it and wanting to give it to you. So you want to use power words like game changer and strategic or innovative and community driven to grasp their attention. It makes you feel more real and more authentic. And whatever guidelines they give you, you want to follow those to the T. So let your mission for your project match theirs, for example. AKA, you're explaining to them exactly why you're the perfect person for them to give you the funds. So again, if their mission says to fix credit for 1,000 people in the next 5 years, then that's your mission. My mission is to help people repair their credit over the next 5 years so that they can transform their lives and transition into new people and shift their financial atmospheres. Bam, it matches their mission. It matches their vision. It follows through, and it allows them to see, oh, okay, I'm feeling this person. Let's see some more, and you'll be further in the running. So that is it. What's next? You can contact me. You can go to my website, austinsfinancialservices.com. There's more information about everything that I do, of course, on there. You can follow me on my Linktree page, which is linktr.ee/credit goddess. So instead of Linktree, it's linktr with a dot in between the R and the two E's. So linktr.ee/credit goddess. And that's going to break down and give you access to all of the, well, not all of, but most of the 80% of the credit services and business credit services that I have. It's just all in a convenient space. But when you go on my website, you'll see more. Of course, Facebook, facebook.com/austinsfinancial, Instagram.com/coaching, Instagram.com/Coach Tanya K. I'm so used to saying coaching by Tanya. And then email supportservices@austinsfinancialservices.com. And then you can call me 313, this is for texting only. 313-288-5385. Or you can do my virtual voicemail directory, which will direct you into whatever department that you need. And then there's information for you to follow on that. And that number is 877. And this is this is the number that I'm giving you now from the place that I showed you. 877-937-6191. This is my voicemail directory. So you'll call the number and they will direct you on what to do. So that is all I have. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here, and I will see you next time. Okay. So have a good day.